to tell you about how I lost weight at 44 years old. It's not easy. As you get older, it becomes more difficult. I have dropped 2/3 dress sizes in about 3-4 months. I have done some of this in lockdown as well. I will explain that. I don't know exactly how much weight I've lost because I don't weigh myself. I choose not to weigh myself. I just want to say that I'm not promoting losing weight. I'm just saying what I've done. If you're happy at the size that you are, then I'm all for that. I really am. You know, it's just that I wasn't happy with myself. Intermittent fasting, that's what I've been doing. That's how I started my weight loss journey, through intermittent fasting. Now this took quite a long time, which I'm sure that you don't want to hear, but it did. I'm used to be a breakfast eating person, and I struggled to not have my breakfast at the set time that I normally have it. Had it about 7, 8 o'clock. So I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about losing weight and intermittent fasting and how beneficial for your health it is. So what I did was I started by just leaving my breakfast an hour later. Say if I had it at 8 normally, I went till 9. I could feel that I needed my breakfast because my body was used to eating at that time. But I did distract myself by having a cup of tea, doing some extra in the house, and every day, well, I did an hour later for about a week, and then when I got used to having my breakfast at 9 o'clock, I'd go an hour later again. So today I'm up to that I don't eat breakfast at all, but I do have an early lunch at 11:30. I do break my fast with, or I try to break my fast with something good to eat, like fruit. I eat a lot of porridge and put lots of fruit in. That's another tip. Find the fruit that you like, that you really love, and buy it. Get it all prepared, ready, put it in the tub in the fridge, so you can just get it and it's to hand. Now, I'm not a natural fruit lover, but since I've been on this journey, I do enjoy my fruit now, which I never did. To start off with, I like, oh, the last thing I want to eat is an apple or some grapes or anything like that. But now I enjoy, because you're just changing your diet and getting used to the food that you're eating. But I really recommend intermittent fasting. I do it in my own style because I believe that you're not supposed to drink teas or coffees. You're supposed to just drink water and not have anything. I can't do that. I love my cups of tea. Also enjoy that one coffee that I have that helps to boost me, to keep me going till I do eat. Another tip that I've got for you is drink lots of water. Another thing that I don't really like, I don't like water, I don't like juice. But what I did when I was trying to extend my eating through my breakfast, you know, not having my breakfast, I'd drink water. Now I literally had to force this down. I really don't like water, and I did. You know, it does make you feel better. Portion sizes, this is a big one. I realised that my portion sizes were far too big. Try and cut back on your portion sizes. All the tips I'm giving you, hard, they're not easy, because your body gets used to what you intake, you know, so there's an adjustment period. Motivation, right, you've really got to get into a good mindset. about motivation. I think it's all a mental, that's probably the wrong word, mental. It is, your mind controls you, and you tell your mind, you know, positive things, not negative things. And you've got to keep that going. That's what it is. It's your motivation that you need to pull through. That's what'll make you succeed. Don't beat yourself up if you've had a bad day. What I did was I spoke to myself, as we do. We all speak to ourselves in our own mind, negative and positive, 1,000 times a day. But I spoke to myself and kept speaking to myself, thinking, you can do this. Getting in the right frame of mind, burning through the negative thoughts. If you had a bad day the day before and you're eating loads of chocolate, I've got a serious sweet tooth, move on. Scrap it. You know, we all have bad days for everything, for work, life, food, you know, we all have them. I still have them, and I just move on. It's what you do more regular that'll matter, not that day, or not even 2 days that you did that you see as a negative, that you've eaten. Don't look at that, think, well, the day before that I did really well, and keep that. Another tip that I've got for you, I kept it out of the kitchen late at night. That's my time when I eat. When I eat chocolate and biscuits at night, I'd sit in my bed and watch YouTube videos. I kept totally out of the kitchen. It's quite difficult for me because my kitchen and my living room's joined. It's all in one. So that was quite difficult, but I just sat in bed, watched motivational videos, watched how other people did it, and it's a mindset. That's what it is. And you've got to prepare yourself, think about what you're going to do, what meals you're going to cook. I used to walk out the kitchen, say, no, I'm not. And there were one time my son come out of his bedroom saying, Mum, are you alright? What? And I'd say, no, I'm just talking to myself, telling myself, no. And I said that out loud. Do you know, that's quite sad. Am I cracking up? Maybe. But this all worked for me. Do you know, this worked for me. Just saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm choosing not to do that. This is what I'm going to do. This is my goal, you know. Keep going. Yeah, I didn't use scales, a big thing. I think scales can be negative because I think that you weigh different on different times of the day. I think that, you know, you've had a good eating day and you've been really good and eating healthy, and then you'll pop on the scales and you realise that you've not lost anything or gained some, and that to me is demotivating. It's really demotivating when you've had a couple of days where you know you've eaten really well and you're proud of yourself, and then you get on them and you think, oh, I've not lost anything, you know. Plus that brings me on to us ladies, time of that month. Sorry for being a bit talking about this, but I think it's important because it affects my eating. When I'm coming up to that period in my monthly cycle, I do eat more, and I do eat more sweet things, and I don't beat myself up about that either. Write a journal. What I did was, when I went to bed early, well, not to bed early, but I went to my bed, I wrote things down, how I felt that day and how good I'd done. Don't write bad, write the good. What's happened good, how you feel. Are you pleased with yourself? Write it down. We've got to praise ourselves more, girls. We really have. You know, life's hard. Life's not easy. This is not easy. Losing weight's not easy. I've got boys, as I said. They like snacks. Now, this can be a problem because I'm sat in bed 8 o'clock at night thinking about their snacks. Thinking about that chocolate bar that shouted me in the cupboard. What I do is I try to buy snacks that they like and I'm not keen of. What I also do is put these snacks in a higher cupboard, and I feel that that helps because you have got further to go to get them snacks that are in the higher cupboard, which gives you a longer time to try and pull yourself away from thinking, I want that snack, I want that snack, I want that snack. That's what I do. It might not help, but I put them up higher rather than a cupboard that's low, that's easy to get to. What I'll do is I'll just give you a quick outline of what I eat in a typical day. Right, for my intermittent fasting, but I do have a coffee, as I said, a sachet coffee, and about 11:30 I have a porridge sachet, and I have that, and I put about 3 lots of fruit in. I also sometimes add some nuts. Then in the afternoon, about 2, 3, I do get hungry, so I eat more fruit. I have grapes on hand, blueberries, oranges, apples, whatever you like. In between, drink forced down water if you like me, don't like it. Cups of tea. And for dinner, I have my dinner quite early just because my boys come in from school and they're quite hungry. I generally have some protein. Well, I always have a protein, should I say. Lean meat. I do eat a lot of rice. I watch my portion sizes with rice. Bulk my food up with salad, lots of salad. Make that quite a big portion of my meal. As I said, I do eat a lot of rice, potatoes. I also eat avocados. I believe that they're high in calories, but I like those, and they're a healthy fat, because what I want to do is keep this diet sustainable. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't think so, but you know what I mean. I want it to be a lifestyle. I want to be, that's how I live, not, oh, I'm doing this for 3 months until I lose weight. This is now how I eat. I do cook a lot from scratch as well. I make my own spaghetti bolognese from scratch. My dinners, what we class as dinners in England, like a Sunday roast, but I don't always have them on a Sunday. I cook once, eat twice, sometimes 3 times. Sometimes eat the same thing 3 times. Sometimes I break my fast with, instead of porridge, what I do is what I've made the night before. I'll put that in a container and take that to work. So I eat that. So that's like a main meal at lunchtime. And then have my meal at dinner time, about 4 or 5. So that's what I do. I also got a really bad sweet tooth. I do like my sweet things, so I be kind to myself. I do have a biscuit. I might have 4 Jaffa cakes or a biscuit. Lots of cups of tea. I do drink cow's milk in that, which is, I believe, can be quite high in calories if you have a lot. So in my porridge I do put almond milk in. Find herbal teas that you really like. Some are really nice. I enjoy herbal tea. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, which is a big one for a lot of people, I totally cut bread out. I stopped eating bread completely. I know a lot of people think, well, what do I eat instead of bread? I eat porridge. I have a salad and put a can of tuna on as well. You have to find different things to eat instead of bread, because bread is a big one as well. That's what I cut out. Exercise. I don't do any exercise as such, like workouts or anything like that. What I do is steps. I walk everywhere. I walk to work, I walk the kids to school. I live in Scarborough, which is a beautiful part of the UK, and I am very lucky. I live 10 minutes away from beach, so we do walk down there a lot. But I hope that this video has been helpful to a few of you. If you do like this video, please comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I like to hear your feedback, so please pop a comment in and I will reply. So yeah, it does get easier, you know. Your motivation works on motivation. I don't know what my hair's doing there, but motivation breeds motivation, and you get your mindset. You have a couple of days that's good, you're on it then, you're all over it, you're happier, you feel, yeah, I'm doing it, I can do this. Just keep talking to yourself, keep motivating yourself. Self-talk, be your biggest motivator, you know. You're fine, I've got your back, we're doing great, you know. Speak to yourself in a positive way. And that's for life in general as well. So I do struggle with motivation for myself. But I wanted it. I wanted to do it. You know, I wanted to feel good in my own skin again. You know, not for anybody else. Not for anyone. You know, I don't really care what other people say or think. I did it for me. Only me. I think if you try and do it for your partner, or some comment that somebody said, or someone's been nasty to you, and think, yeah, I think that you've got to do it for you and not let these negative thoughts in and negative people's words in. So I hope that I've given you a little bit of motivation, and don't sound like a complete loon in the process of trying to help. I'm just, this is what I've done. Yeah, so I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I've not bored you to absolute tears. I hope that you do find this interesting and gather some information, some tips from me. As I said, it's just what I've done, and I enjoy what I eat now, which I didn't struggled with it. So, and it's nice to hear, I think, when people are totally honest about how to motivate themselves to, and how difficult it is, because it's a constant thing that you have to look inside yourself at and for. So yeah.